Hi students, welcome to Plus 2 Computer class. So we already completed our 8th chapter, Database Management System. That we already completed. So this section we are going to begin our new chapter. Then 9th chapter, Structured Query Language. So in the previous video we already learned about relational algebra. Then relational algebra remaining operations like union operation, intersection operation, set difference operation and Cartesian product operation. So these four operations we seen in the previous video. Then in this video we are going to discuss a new chapter. What is our chapter name? Structured Query Language, SQL. And after that we will discuss the advantages of SQL. And after that we can discuss about the specialities of SQL. Then structures or components of SQL. Clear? So what is our chapter name? Structured Query Language. Structured Query Language. Structured Query Language, or short form is the SQL. Short form is the SQL. Structured Query Language. Then here it is. This word is very important. Query, because we are going to start a query language. Query language means it is a programming language, but it is not like C, C++ and also other kind of high level languages. It is entirely different because this kind of query language is used for interacting with database. Okay, so this kind of query language is used for interacting with databases. Clear? So this is a new language called structured query language. Then before that, in the previous lesson we already discussed about relational algebra. Relational algebra means it is a collection of rows and columns and it forms a tables in a relation. That means relations are tables. That is the difference. Relations are table. Then in this relation we already discussed the attributes, then tuples, degree, cardinality and all. Okay, attributes, tuples and also cardinality. Cardinality means number of tuples in a relation. Degree means number of attributes in a relation. So we already discussed for the creation or how we are creating tables in a relation, that we already studied. But after that we need an intermediate or a communication medium to interact with the database. So if we store data in a database, then after the storage purpose, sometimes we may have to access that kind of data. So definitely you want to interact with that kind of database management system. So for interacting this kind of data, we need a communication medium, a communication language. Or for interacting we need an intermediate language. So that kind of languages are known as query languages. So that query language we are going to discuss here. Then so many query languages are there. Oracle is there, SQL is there, MySQL is there. So different types of that. So many examples query languages also present. So our previous syllabus we are discussing or our practical Oracle was present. But now we are using Ubuntu platform for performing our C++ program, HTML and also SQL. So we need a common language or a common platform. That's why Oracle is converted to MySQL. Okay, so our practical is based on MySQL language. So a query language means that language is used for interacting with database management system. But it is not easy, different specialities of database management system. It avoids data duplication, data redundancy, data duplication. It can avoid data redundancy or data duplication of data. So many disadvantages are present. So when we are using a language, you must fulfill all these kinds of speciality. Then only we can create a query language. I think it is clear. Then next one, actually SQL is a powerful tool. SQL is a powerful tool for implementing relational database. So for creating relational database, we can use SQL. Actually, it is a powerful tool for creating relational database. Then next one, we are going to discuss features of SQL. What is it? Features of SQL. We are going to discuss the features of SQL. What is the first feature? Actually, SQL is, I already mentioned, SQL is a powerful tool for the creation of RDBMS. So we can easily say SQL is a relational database programming language. Okay, so what is the first feature? SQL is a relational database language, not a programming language like C and C++. Actually, it is applicable only to relational database. So, it is a relational database language and it is not a programming language like C, C++, etc. So, that's the first feature. Then, second feature, it is simple, flexible and powerful. Simple means in C++ program, you want to write codes, 21 line code, 30 line code, all these executions based on the number of lines. But comparing to C++, in a single statement, we can include SQL query language. So that is a speciality. Length of the code is smaller than other programming language. Then it is flexible. Flexible means we can include this kind of SQL inside JavaScript, PHP program, ASP.NET. So in other kind of programming language, we can include SQL queries. Then it's very powerful. Powerful tool means using this we can create relational database. So what is the second feature? It is simple, powerful and also flexible. Clear? Then third feature. It provides commands to create modified table. Actually, SQL commands are used for creating tables, modifying table, inserting values into table, then deleting values from the table. So actually, it is used for creation of table and also we can modify the tables. Then it gives guidelines to major popular RDBMS. Actually, it is a powerful tool for creating RDBMS. So nowadays, some other kind of some different softwares that providing RDBMS facilities like MySQL, Oracle, MS Access, Sybase, Informix, Postgres to perform database operation. That means using this SQL, we can connect with the majority of the RDBMS software. Okay, there is no restrictions. Then SQL is a non-procedural language since it describes what data to retrieve, delete or insert than how to perform the operation. So normally in all the in C++ program, actually it is procedural oriented programming language, C++. Because the entire statement you want to write declaration, input statement, output statement, assignment statement, everything you want to specify. That means the entire procedure you want to specify, how that program is executing, everything we want to describe. But in SQL, you don't want to specify how that operation is performing. You want to specify only the data, which data you want to receive. That's why it is not a non-procedural language. Relational database language, and one more term is a non-procedural language. Then, as a part of ensuring data security, SQL provides facility to add or remove different types of access permissions. Then at the beginning of database, I already mentioned, we can provide some security levels to SQL or to that RDBMS. Some terms or some attributes we can make it as private and some of them as public. That means we can specify the access permission. Okay, some of them private, public, like that we can give some special access permission using SQL query language. And last advantage is that it provides views, different view level. View level is different for all the user according to the users. So these are the different specialities or features of SQL. It is a relational database programming language, and second one, it is simple, flexible and powerful, and you can easily connect all the famous programming or RDBMS software using SQL. Then it is not a non-procedural language. That means how data is to be stored we don't want to mention. Only data you want to mention. Clear? So hope you understood the features of SQL. Then one more section we want to discuss, that is components of SQL. Very important, components of SQL. What are the different components of SQL? There are three different components are present in SQL. First one is data definition language. Data definition language. Short form is the DDL. What is the short form? DDL. Data definition language. As one of the features of SQL is that we can create a table, we can modify that table using SQL. We can create and we can modify the tables using SQL language. So that is the speciality. We can create and we can modify the table. So using DDL command we can modify and also we can create table. So actually DDL is related to schema, how the structure of the table is creating. So the entire statement is belonging to data definition language. Okay, using data definition language we can create database. Okay, we can create database. That is the speciality of DDL language. The commonly used DDL language statements are create, then alter. Third one is drop. These are the three commands. First command, create command, is used for the creation of SQL tables or relational tables. Alter, we can alter the structure of the table. And third one is drop, for removing the table, entire table from the relation. For that purpose we are using drop. So data definition language indicate the definition of a table or the schema of a table. Clear? What is the short form of the data definition language? DDL. Then after that the second is data manipulation language. Data manipulation language. Data manipulation language or DML. The name indicate manipulation. We can insert data into the table, we can delete data from the table, we can update values, and also we can select some of the values from the relation. So all these are belonging to DML, data manipulation language. And the commands that we are using is select command, then insert command. If we can insert value, then we can delete value. Delete, then insert, select, insert, delete, and one more is the update. So these are the commonly used DML commands. Data manipulation. We can manipulate data present in a table. So that is data manipulation language. Select, insert, delete, and update. Clear? So these are the second component of SQL, data manipulation language. Short form is DML. Then one more is data control language. Data control language. Data control language or DCL. DCL examples are grant and revoke. Control language means it specifies the control. That means it provides some kinds of security features to the database. Security features means I already mentioned we can give some kinds of restriction to the attributes. Some of the attributes like we can access, grant means we can access permission or we can give permission to all the users. We can grant permission to all the users. Then revoke means we can restrict some set of users from accessing this kind of data or accessing some amount of data. Okay, that means it provides security features to RDBMS. Security features to RDBMS. So these are the two commands, grant command and revoke command. This is used to control database management system. Grant for giving permission, revoke for restricting the permissions. Clear? So these are the two commands, grant command and revoke command. And this is an example for data control language or DCL. Examples are grant and revoke. So these are the two commands that we are using in relational database management system, grant and revoke. Okay, hope you understood this. Then the remaining section, that means sum of section, how we are accessing values from MySQL or how we are opening MySQL, that we will discuss later. Then structured query language. Okay, structured query language. So what we learned from this video, what does mean by structured query language? What is SQL? Actually, SQL is a powerful tool for implementing RDBMS. Okay, it is a powerful tool for implementing RDBMS. It is a language designed, or SQL is a language designed for managing data in a relational database management system in RDBMS. After that, features of SQL. So we discussed various features of SQL. Then after that, next one was components of SQL. What is the first component of SQL? Data definition language. Okay, actually DDL is a component of SQL that provides commands to deal with the schema definition of RDBMS. Actually, DDL commands are used to create, modify and remove the database objects. Then the commonly used commands are create, alter and drop. Then data manipulation language. Actually, it is a component in SQL that enhances the efficient user interaction with the database. Then the commonly used commands are select, insert, update and delete. Then data control language or DCL. Grant and revoke. Grant allow permission and revoke for restricting the permission. Okay, clear? Then you want to write one question in your notebook, that is the special different components of SQL. Three components: data definition, data manipulation and data control language. Okay, so hope you understood what is mean by SQL and features of SQL and also the components of SQL. Then the remaining section that is relating to SQL we will discuss in the next video. Actually, it is a practical chapter, so please understand the terms properly and please attend the notes regularly. Okay, so hope you understood. The remaining section we will discuss in the next video. Okay, then thank you.